Welcome back. I'm Rich Allen, your business coach. And today we're going to finish up our four-part series on business mastery. Today's discussion is on destination, where we want to go. Now, just to take you back and do a quick recount, we've talked about financial mastery, how you have to get really crystal clear on the financials, the numbers in your business, so that you can know the score and know whether you're winning or losing. We've also talked about time mastery, what it takes for you, the business owner, to focus your time on the things that matter most and get out of the way all the other distractions that are sapping you of that very precious commodity that you own, your time. And then we also talked about delivery mastery, how we can be certain to be consistent in our delivery of our product or service to our customer on a regular basis so that we fulfill the promise that we made during the selling process. Today, it's about destination, the last of the 4 sessions, where we're going to make sure that before we get started into the other strategies and activities to grow your business, that you've got a really crystal clear, firm picture on where you want to be, where you're headed in your business. Now, I'll tell you this starting out. There are a lot of different people with different thoughts around destination, around places, things that are called mission, vision, values, culture, those kinds of things. I'm not going to suggest that I've got the only answer to that. There are many books written on this. You should certainly spend some time doing some of your own research. I've given you several attached documents to this, some that are questionnaires for you to be able to fill out and use. But what I want you to do with this is I want you to have a purposeful discussion with yourself and anybody else who's a part of your business, the critical ownership of your business. I want you to think deeply and I want you to think seriously about what you're trying to accomplish, about where you're trying to go. Because just like taking a trip, you wouldn't go on vacation without knowing where your destination is. You wouldn't start and just head out hoping that you're going to land somewhere good. You know, it's often been said that if you're not going anywhere, then any direction's okay. But in your business, that's not so much the case. There is a destination in mind, and you need to spend the time up front to really get that nailed down. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of thoughts on how you might be able to position that, a couple of concepts. But again, I want to stress that there are many ways to look at this, and based on your background and your history with things like this, you may want to take a different approach. That's fine with me. I just want you to give this some deliberate activity and thought time. So destination mastery. I want to start here with just a couple of concepts today. One is creating a vision for your business. A vision is the description of where you want to ultimately go in your business. What do you want to achieve going on? Your vision ought to encompass a few critical elements. One is it ought to recognize your own personal beliefs and the beliefs that you want people in your business to hold. Now, I'm not talking about religious beliefs here, but I am talking about beliefs on how you treat your customers, on how you engage with your prospects, on how you treat your people, and how you conduct your business, the belief system that you have. It also needs to capture your values, the value system that you bring to the business. See, your vision is a reflection of you, of who you are as an individual. And so you need to make sure that you're very descriptive with the values that you want to see played out by others. A business is a collection of individuals who are trying to have a common goal and common purpose. And so you want everyone on your team to know what beliefs you have and hold and require, as well as the value systems that you believe are important in your business. It also needs to reflect the environment that you want to create. the kind of culture that you want to have in your business, because the culture in your business will end up reflecting on the way that you treat your customers and the service that you have and the delivery that you give to those that you work with and work around. So you've got to encompass these things, and it's got to be a part of your vision, that destination, that where you're going. There are two other attributes that a vision needs to have. One, it needs to be positive. It has to be a positive statement of a future state of success, and it needs to be inspiring. I can't tell you how important this is. If you're in your business simply because of a profit motive, I can tell you that you're not going to get many people that are going to follow you or that are going to get inspired to do great things to help you achieve that. It's got to be something more significant. It's got to have to do with these things, not just simply making lots of money. There may be a few people motivated by that, but that doesn't inspire many people. It's more of a requirement than an inspiration. So your vision has to encompass these kinds of characteristics and attributes. You ought to start there. And again, I've given you some tools to be able to do that. Now, when you think about the vision, there is a roadmap that gets you to your vision, kind of the road that leads you there, that can help you get there, and it's kind of, we call that the mission. The mission statement for your business. And again, you may have some history or some experience where you call it something different. Fine. Use the terminology that works best for you. I think you understand what I mean here. But the mission is intended to do two things. Give you the notion of the purpose of the organization. So what is our intent? What are we going to do? And what's the function? What are the roles that we're going to play? How are we going to get there? What's the, we want to be at this place, we want to build this business or create this organization to be able to accomplish this. What's the roadmap and how are we going to get there? It needs to be stated in present tense. I like mission statements that talk about the present tense. We are there. We are doing this. We are making this happen. So it's a present tense statement. But it's not a long, drawn-out corporate statement. It's short, it's to the point, it's real clear and crisp. This is what we do, this is how we do it, and this is why we do it in order to achieve our vision, our long-term objective in the business, right? So mission statements are pretty important to us, and it's part of your destination. But without this, if you don't have this, people will start wandering off in different directions, and they'll think that they've got a good handle on how you want to accomplish your long-term goals. Well, they may be taking you in a different direction, or you'll have different people in the business going at odds with one another. If you lay it out in a very short, crisp, concise, present tense type statement, you'll avoid that noise in your business. And oh, by the way, one other point that I'll make here. Oftentimes, you can state these in terms that are relevant to your industry. It is so much more powerful to state it in terms of what's relevant to your industry. It makes people connect with it. And so I'd make that a big piece of what I would do. Now, our objective here is to do this. We know that ultimately we want to get down here to the point where we can take some actions in our business, whether they're daily activities, weekly activities, or monthly activities, but the actions that will move our business forward. But they've got to be supported by plans that help us know what comes next so that we can take the actions in the proper sequence. So we've got to support them by plans. And those plans are all intended to point towards a certain set of goals or objectives for the year or for the month or for the period. So they've got to be supported by goals. And ultimately, those goals have got to be supported by the dreams, your dreams as the business owner. the dreams, which are the outward expression or the ultimate expression of your achieving your vision, the things that you want to accomplish. Now, one of the documents that I've provided with you along with this video is what I call a dream builder. The dream builder will help you think through, for you personally, what do you want to see as being the outcome? What is the be, do, and have of your being successful in this business? If you achieve this vision and you are successful in accomplishing your dreams, what is that? What is that? Because the clearer you can get on the dreams will make sure that your goals become more succinct and more clear. Your plans will become more specific and more executable, and then your actions will be very pointed and very personal and very time focused. And that's what we want. I will tell you that many people take actions. A lot of people spend time in the actions role. Some people have plans. Not many. In fact, just a handful. I'd say probably 85% of people go through their entire life cycle of the business. They certainly go year to year without a plan for their business. Even fewer still have a goal in mind or have something that they could write up that says, here's what my near-term goal is, here's what my long-term goal is to accomplish either personally or for the business. And most importantly, many of us don't take the time to just sit and project and dream about what could be possible. The better we are at this, the more likely we are to have everything line up and fit together. So my hope for you in this session is that you will just simply take some time. I've given you several documents. Some of them are filled with questions. This is a lot about exploration. This is a lot about inward thinking. This is a lot about projecting yourself onto your business. This is hard work. It's not the nuts and bolts. It's not moving widgets around. It's not even picking up the phone and answering a specific question for your customer about the technical aspects of your business. This is about you, the business owner, sitting back, taking time, getting out of your office and away somewhere where you can think, where you can dream, where you can get with your significant other and just say, what if? What if? What kind of business should we create? How should we make that happen? What type of people do we need to bring along in order to accomplish that? Where will that take us? What will that allow us to do? Why is that inspiring? How will we get motivated to make that happen? These sound fairly simple, but they actually take time, they take energy, they take focus on your part to make that happen. Make sure that you take the time to get your destination crystal clear, both in your mind and on paper, so you can share it with your team, inspire them to help deliver you there. That's the purpose of today's session. So while this tape is very short, I want to make sure that you use the time to actually sit down with these documents, answer some of these questions, fill in some of the worksheets, and build a destination that inspires you to inspire others. That's my hope for you today. I'm Rich Allen, your business coach. Would love your feedback on the session. I hope this has been a good summary of the 4 areas of mastery for you. If you need to, go back and review the videos. Look over those documents. Take advantage of this. Use this material. It's powerful, and it can change the trajectory of your business. If you get this right, when we get on to the more complicated, more sexy stuff, you're going to find that it has a lot more traction, and you'll get more bang for your buck if you get the mastery level right. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you on the next session.